The co-op RPG Outriders is here. If you're new to looter shooters or just want to make sure you're fully understanding the systems within Outriders, then stick around. I want to talk about the systems in-game that might be a little more confusing and clear up some topics. Let's start with the mod and crafting system. It seems very overwhelming since there's over 350 mods. Each of these mods adds a passive trait to your powers or gear to make you more powerful. There is general mods such as adding crit damage to your guns, and then there's skill mods which are class specific and buff the 8 anomaly powers you have at your disposal. But wait, there is more. There are 3 tiers of mods. The tier 1 and 2 mods won't be that hard to get as you get most of them from the blue and purple gear. But the tier 3 mods seem to be the hardest as they only come from legendaries. So to get them all, a lot of farming is going to be necessary. And if you played the demo, you know that when you dismantle any gear that has a mod, then that mod is stored in your bank. This bank will hold every mod that you earn, and you can infuse them into any piece of gear that you receive, only paying the cost in materials. Fun fact, this dice emblem means you already have this mod. I've seen some inaccurate info on the legendaries around the web. Legendaries will drop with the same mods every time. It's a part of their build. Talking about legendary weapons for instance, if it has 2 mods slotted already, you can only change one of them, not both. The example of this in the video was that they took a gun that froze people and changed one of the mods to add lightning bolts. The sheer amount of craziness that's gonna come from this system is gonna be nuts. Prepare yourselves for your screens to just be explosions and effects 90% of the time. Now, onto crafting, which is rather straightforward. In Outriders, you can upgrade every part of your gear. This ranges from the rarity, the attributes, the mods, variants, and the level. Being able to turn lower rarity gear into higher level rarity is gonna be pretty cool. What will help more than raising the actual power of the item is gonna be adding a mod slot to it. This will allow you to make your Outrider even more powerful. Just remember that you can't turn purples into legendaries though. The crafting system in Outriders is gonna give us full control of our characters to make them unique and really stand out. We're in the endgame now. The endgame is expeditions in Outriders. You unlock this after you complete the main storyline. Easy. But the expeditions are going to be no joke. Each expedition comes with its own set of challenge tiers. So you increase the tier, which increases the loot level, but also the enemy level. And on top of that, to get the best rewards, you have to do the run as fast as possible. This means you're going to need your best loadouts and, more importantly, your best squad mates. You don't want any stragglers here. And side note, loot only drops at the end after the boss, so you have to complete the entire thing to receive any loot. So to sum up the endgame of Outriders, you gotta find your sweet spot in the challenge tier. You grind that to move up to the next tier, repeat that, repeat, and yep, repeat it some more. Defeating all 14 expeditions unlocks the super secretive Eye of the Storm expedition. No idea what it is, but it's apparently the crown jewel of Outriders. Next up we have the world tiers. These difficulty levels affect the open world and the mission area of your game. Upping your world tier will make the enemies harder, but at the same time give you more of a chance to get better gear drops. Look at that world tier 15 drop chance, it's literally insane. It's gonna be interesting to see if farming expeditions or farm runs on a high world tier will have better drops, but that's for another video. Still on the subject of world tiers, the enemies will also get more difficult based on how many teammates you have with you. Since Outriders is a great co-op game, and you're probably gonna be playing with other people, it'll be harder just by playing with them. And if you're wondering how to be when players mix and match their games, the devs have stated that world state is based on the host. This includes world tier and final enemy levels. There is no gear scaling regardless of level difference. Loot and rewards are based on level of killed enemies. This was 6 months ago though, so it could change, just remember that. So the host is in control of the difficulty. This means that if your friends are in a higher tier, you can join them. I see many power levels incoming for people, and that's okay. There is no PvP in this game, so just grind away. And on the topic of co-op real quick, Outriders has no in-game chat. So crossplay chat could be an issue, or it probably will. If you're on PC though and Xbox, you can use the Xbox app for PC chat. The real issue comes from the PlayStation players, since there's no really easy way to chat to any other platform. These systems are the more difficult ones to grasp in Outriders, although they're not too bad. If you played Diablo, you should be alright, and if not, I hope this video helped you understand a little bit better. If you found value in this video, I would kindly ask you to hit that like button. Stick around for some more content coming up, and until next time, peace.